Hey guys, today we're going to be learning about perpendicular lines. So this is 8.2 in your textbook. Before we jump into the lesson and kind of explaining what this lesson's about, there's two things that you have to remember from earlier is line segments and intersects. So line segment, really straightforward. You got a line, so you got point A, point B, and this would be your line segment. Pretty straightforward, just a section of a line. An intersect is where two lines kind of meet. So it could be like that. So your intersect would be right here. It could even be like this. So you got two lines coming like this. Oh, that's a really bad example right there. So an intersect could be like this, where two lines just meet. So this is going to be an important one. So it's where two lines cross or where two lines meet. So what are perpendicular lines? Kind of the essential question for this lesson. So perpendicular lines are when two lines or line segments intersect at 90 degrees. So it can also be when two lines touch and they make a 90-degree angle. So this one is pretty straightforward today, guys. So we got this. Pretend these are perfectly straight lines. They intersect 90 degrees. That's a perpendicular line. We got this. Perpendicular. Pretend this is perfectly straight up and down. Perfectly straight. We got a 90-degree line. Or a 90-degree angle. They can also kind of be at an angle. They don't always have to be straight up and down. Let's say if you got two lines like this. Pretend these are perfectly straight. And this angle is 90 degrees. Perpendicular lines. They don't have to be up and down. They can be on angles and stuff, but they just have to have a 90-degree angle in them. So if you got, let's say you got two lines like this, right? These do not equal 90 degrees, right? These angles, none of them do. So therefore, they're not perpendicular lines. So that's basically it. That's really what you have to know for this, is that perpendicular lines equal 90 degrees. There's a 90-degree angle somewhere in those line intersects. I will post the lesson in the Google Classroom on kind of that form page. So just go in there. The textbook, this starts at 3:03 and it stops at 3:05. So it's a short one. And again, the textbook does a really good job of giving examples and explaining things step by step. So if you have any questions, make sure you ask. But I really strongly suggest that you read through the textbook because it has really good examples and it breaks it down exceptionally good for 8.1, 8.2, 8.3. It does a really good job of breaking them down. So make sure you read through there before you start the lesson. And if you haven't already done it, go read the textbook before you start. And it does a really good job at explaining it. But if that's still not making sense, make sure you send me a private message like a lot of you have been, or you can get your parents to seesaw me, or if you want to email me. And if you still aren't feeling like you're not getting it, I can set up a time with your parents for a one-on-one meet on Google Meet. And that can be a way that we can kind of go for a little more one-on-one help, because I know it's really difficult during these times to understand what's going on when you're not sitting in the classroom with the teacher, or you can ask your friend for help. I know it's very difficult. So again, if you have any questions, make sure you come to me, or make sure you email me, or get a hold of me in some way so I can kind of get out there and help you. So again, I will post the questions on Google Classroom. And one more thing before I go, if this isn't making sense, I can't stress this enough. Make sure you ask for help, because if you don't get this thing, then the next thing we move on to, and the so on and so on, will get more and more challenging. So it's better if you have a question to make sure you ask right now before it kind of grows into something where it will take a lot more work to kind of get back to that place. If we can get it now and kind of help you understand, then it's going to be a lot easier, right? I've said this before, math is kind of like building a house. You need a good foundation before you can start putting up those walls and roofs. So make sure Again, you have a good foundation so we can put those walls and finish it up. So at the end of the unit, you can all ace the test. That's what I hope to see. So again, questions asked and assignment will be posted in Google Classroom. So take care, guys. It would be nice if we could see each other soon. But in the meantime, take care.